Pull yourself together, Teddy. It's just water. That's a lot of water.
Just focus on that horizon. It's the only way to fight it. You gotta get out of your own head. You gotta focus on something that doesn't change.
Everything changes.
Anyway, I guess this isn't the best way to meet your new partner, with my head halfway down the toilet. Well, it doesn't exactly square with Teddy Daniels, the man, the legend. I'll give you that. So what's your story? You married? You got a girl?
I was married. She died. There was a fire at our apartment building while I was at work. Did you get any briefing on the institution before you left?
Mental hospital. That's all I know.
Yeah, for the criminally insane.
Well, if it was just people hearing voices and chasing butterflies, I guess they wouldn't need us.
There's a fine line between reality and the fantasies we create for ourselves. Sometimes that line is crossed. As U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels investigates deeper into his investigation at the mental institution, he also searches deeper into himself. Shutter Island by Dennis Lehane. Gentlemen, welcome to Shutter Island. I'm Deputy Warden McPherson. Now it's my job to give you guys the basic layout of the land. Now understand this. This is the only facility in the United States that of its kind. We take only the most damaged and dangerous of patients, the ones that no other hospital can manage. Now, one patient, Rachel Solando, escaped from her room in the past 24 hours. Is she considered dangerous? You might say that. She killed all 3 of her children, drowned them in the lake behind her house. Yes, what about the husband? She's a war widow. I'm sorry, you wouldn't happen to have an aspirin, would you? Prone to headaches, Marshal? Sometimes. Forget it. Deputy, did you ever have a patient named Andrew Ladis? Nope. Never heard of him. Gentlemen, you will continue your investigation. If you have any further questions, seek out Dr. Colley. He's the Director of Operations here at Ashcliff. We'll do all that we can to help. We haven't heard the truth once yet, Chuck. Rachel Solando didn't slip out of a locked room without any help. I think she had a lot of help.
Boss, who's Andrew Ladis?
Andrew Ladis is the firebug that killed my wife. Andrew Ladis lit the match that caused the fire.
Well, what happened to him?
Well, he went to trial. Now, he claimed he heard voices, so they sent him here. After that, he vanished. There's nothing, like, he didn't even exist, no record at all.
Boss, are we looking for Rachel or Andrew Ladis?
Both.
So you think that Ladis is here? What I want to know is, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm not here to kill him. You see, after he vanished, I started doing some checking here. Now, a lot of people know about Ashcliff, but nobody wants to talk. It's like this place is just more than just a hospital. It's like they're scared.
Why do you suppose that is?
Well, my guess is that they're doing experiments on people's minds here.
Are you serious?
You ever hear of psychotropic drugs? They can make any sane person start hearing and seeing things that aren't real. Now, Andrew Ladis is the perfect subject for that. No one cares if he vanishes or dies or becomes a tool for the government. Whatever's going on here, Chuck, it's bad. It's worse than 1 murder, or 5 murders, or even 10.
So, what are you going to do about it, boss?
I'm going to blow the lid off this place.
Boss, nobody knows where Rachel Solano is. No one's even heard of Andrew Ladis. Where could they possibly be?
Well, Warden said there's no record of them, and so they're not in the wards. There's only one other place they could be. That lighthouse. I'm getting to that lighthouse, Chuck. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. There you are. I was wondering when you were going to show up. Have a seat. Dr. Colley, how are the hallucinations? What hallucinations? Chlorpromazine has its downsides, but in your case I definitely see the need for it. Chlorpromazine. The same thing we've been giving you for the last 2 years. Yeah, you've had someone in the marshal's office spiking my Joe every morning in Boston, is that right? Not Boston. Here. You're a patient here at this institution. I am a U.S. Marshal. You were a U.S. Marshal. This is a copy of your intake form. It's a proof that you're a patient here. Now, it says here that you're going to blow the lid off this place. Here, take it. Patient is highly delusional, violent, Army veteran, former U.S. Marshal. Has no remorse for any of his crimes because he denies that any of the crimes took place. What is this? You came here for the truth. Well, here it is. Your name is Andrew Ladis, the 67th patient at Ashcliff. He's you, Andrew. No, that's not possible. Your wife's name is Dolores Chanel, correct? Or at least it was. Now, it's the names, Andrew. Listen to these names. Rachel Solando, Dolores Chanel. The names are anagrams for each other, Andrew. You call yourself Edward Daniels. It's the exact same letters as Andrew Ladis. You were committed here by court order, Andrew. You've committed a terrible crime, one that you can't forgive yourself for, and so you created a new half. Now listen, Andrew. My name is Edward Daniels. No, it's not. You've created this fantastical narrative where you're no longer a murderer. You're a hero, still a U.S. Marshal, only here because you're on a case. And now you've uncovered this conspiracy, which means anything that we tell you about who you are or what you've done, you can dismiss as lies. You're sick. You think I don't understand why you prefer to see yourself as a good man rather than what you really are, a monster. You're violent, Andrew, and you're trained. You're the most violent patient that we have at Ashcliff. Yeah, this is a nice act you got going here, Doctor. I don't believe it for a second. Dr. Sheehan? Hey, boss. Chuck, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, boss. I didn't ever want you to feel betrayed, but somebody had to keep an eye on you, keep you safe. You mean watch me every minute. So tell me, who are you? Don't you recognize me, Andrew? I've been your primary psychiatrist for the last 2 years. I'm Lester Sheehan. You expect me to believe that you faked all of this? Andrew, we thought if we'd let you play it out in your head, you could understand how impossible it is. Andrew, where are all the Nazi experiments? They're not real. No, I gotta get out of here. Rachel who? Rachel Ladis. My daughter. Why are you here? Because I murdered my wife. Why? Because she killed our children. Drowned them in the lake behind our house. Who is Edward Daniels? He doesn't exist. I made him up. And neither does Rachel Solando. Why did you make them up? Please, doctor, please. Andrew, we have to hear it. I made them up because I can't take knowing that I let my wife kill our babies. I killed them because I didn't get her help. Andrew, we broke through to you once before, but you reset, Andrew. You're like an endless loop that's playing on a tape. I don't remember that. I know. So, what's our next move? The warden and the board of overseers demand that something be done. Andrew, if we don't bring you back to sanity right now, they'll lobotomize you. Do you understand? So, you tell us what our next move is. Well, it seems to me like it's better to die as a good man than to live as a monster. Don't you think? I thought you might say something like that. We gotta get off this island, Chuck. Whatever's going on here, it's bad.